Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network and Aeroscale, and welcome to another Fast 5. This is where I take 5 minutes or less to look at a product. From this one from AeroLine and Plus Model, it's the pilot for the Focke-Wulf 190. This is their number AL4073, and it's in 1/48 scale. Now, I'm sure there's so many parts here that I won't be able to do it in 5 minutes, but this is the last one of these videos I'm doing out of a set of 5 or so. So, for those of you who've watched the other ones, be really careful of these staples, because they can get you. They got me in one of the other videos. But yeah, these, I would just definitely write, this is one of those scenarios where having a stapler remover or a knife or something, obviously here is a good idea. You can just like kind of pull the plastic away like that. But then of course you still have the staple there ready to get you. Alright, well, this is pretty straightforward, obviously. Not a lot to look at on this other than the figure and the dog, which ironically almost like go right together like that, at least in the illustration they seem to. But you can see there's a lot of detail in this figure. I will take some photos of this if necessary, if the camera's not capturing it in very good clarity and so forth. But these sculpted figures have been going together really well. I'm just going to peel away some of the flash here, but you can see the flash was there, but I'll try to get some of it off there so it's a little more free form. And you can see the lines and the overall kind of feel of the pose and everything is really good. I mean, it's not exactly the illustration on the cover. In fact, I'd probably argue that the proportions are a little different there. That guy looks taller and kind of more of a beanpole, like maybe a Jimmy Stewart or something. But this guy looks a little more kind of, smaller, as pilots probably were back then, to fit in the cockpits and so forth. At least of a fighter cockpit like the Focke-Wulf 190. So yeah, it has good folds. It has, it looks like it's gonna paint into a nice figure for those of you who are kind of more figure connoisseur painters. The dog is I'm not sure what breed that is, maybe a Cocker Spaniel, I guess. And he looks pretty good. He looks he's got a nice long fluffy tail there. I'm not sure that tail looks like it could be. If I'm seeing that right, let me look with my optovisors and I'll be able to tell if what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's just that the tail like starts here and then bends around and gets fluffier and fluffier, and most dogs don't, this is like a cat pose. Most dogs don't curl their tails around towards the front of them. Their tails just kind of hang off and wag usually or something. So that's a bit of an odd way to pose a dog. But then again, the person who did this probably was not a pet connoisseur and an expert on pets, and you could probably fix that if you were real anal and wanted to be like, oh, that dog's tail would never be like that. I could make that better. So yeah, you could probably fix it if you wanted to. So now that I've gotten really, really far into the weeds there, let me just take a look on my optovisor since I have a few minutes to keep this under 5, and see if I see anything else real close up here that I didn't see when I was looking at it. And here I'm putting up photos, obviously, right, because you guys can't see anything while I'm talking. The facial expression looks really good. I mean, it's very, whereas the guy on the cover is smiling, this guy is not smiling. In fact, you could almost say he's kind of got a serious look on his face. His hands are a bit weird, actually. On one of them, it looks like he's got like 5 fingers, like a thumb and 5 fingers. But part of that could be fixed again. What the heck? Yeah, that one actually looks like it has 5 fingers too. Yeah, a little work on the hands could have been better. But again, this is 1/48 scale, and I'm looking through a jeweler's lens, so this really is it's capturing every little small detail here that you wouldn't normally catch just looking at it with the naked eye. But yeah, it could have been, maybe that figure sculptor's like, yeah, I'm going to put 5 fingers on that because nobody will ever see that. Yeah, sure. It's all right. Well, so yeah, that it looks good. You'd never see those extra fingers there if you weren't looking for. I don't know if I'm seeing them or they're just kind of a shadowy reflection-y thing, but it kind of looks like they are there. But they could be fixed. It's not a big deal. So yeah, if you're looking for a FW-190 pilot figure standing by his plane, then this might be right up your alley. You can find these on their website, plusmodel.cz. You can find them online. You can find them on modelchoice.net. We appreciate Plus Model and AeroLine for sending us this sample, and I would make this available to somebody if they're interested in doing a full like paint up and use in a project. I'm not going to send it out for a build review. Yeah, I built this. It's totally built now. but yeah, if somebody's interested, I definitely would put it up for just a kind of an in-project use or something like that. Assuming you've got an Focke-Wulf 190 that you're working on. Does anybody call it an FW? I don't think so. Not really. I mean, it's usually a Focke-Wulf is what people say. A Focke-Wulf. Focke-Wulf. All right. Well, thanks again. I ran over. Thanks again. How did I run over on such a small piece? Thanks again to Plus Model for sending us this. We will see you next time on Fast 5.